Alright folks, Steve the Car Guy. So what the issue we're working on today is we don't really have any fan speed coming on here in this Saturn over here. Nothing happening. For a while you would put it on auto and would go on high, and now it doesn't really do anything. So down here is where the blower motor resistor pack is, and we got another one over here on Amazon. It's really pretty easy. It's just 2 screws holding it in place. So we're gonna get down there and film that and show you guys. So if your fan isn't coming on either auto or any of the settings, it's very likely that the resistor pack is what's causing your problem. All right folks, like I showed you in the first place there, the blower motor is not coming on. There's no fan coming on. So this right here is underneath the car, underneath the dash. It's usually almost always underneath the glove box. This car just has a couple of clips. I pulled it out, and you can see those 2 screws, 10mm, and then the clip. That's going to go ahead and get us out the old one, and that's how you know what it is, because this is what the new one looks like. The new one looks just like the old one, so we should be in the right place. And blower motor, it's always right next to that, so that is definitely the resistor pack right there. And hopefully when we do this, we'll turn the car back on and we'll start getting some blower motor speed. If not, then we would possibly have to wind up replacing the blower motor. But 9 times out of 10, guys, it's going to be the resistor over here. I've replaced this. So this will be about the 4th or 5th one I've replaced in various GM cars. So anyway, that's that. All right, guys. So like I showed you, there was the clip right here that I went ahead and unhooked from the blower motor, and then these are actually 6mm screws. It's just 2 of them. You can see it's already pretty loose. You want to make sure that you loosen up the screws, but then you unhook the clip, because you kind of have to put a little pressure on it with your thumb and your finger and pop it out. And now we're going to go ahead and finish this up. It's just a little bit of a pain. Get a crick in your neck, you kind of have to be a contortionist.
Actually, no, let me...
Alright guys, so we already took the clip off from the wiring harness, and as you can see, we loosened up the screws. I'm just basically getting in here with a 1/4" drive socket, and it's a 6mm screw is what they are. I thought they were 10, but that was way too big. So we got down to 6, and that seems to be working. So you'll just wind up taking up these 2 screws and then pulling this piece out, and then we'll put the new one in. And a new one installation is the opposite of removal, right? So you can see how far I've already got the screws out, so you don't have to watch me boring you with the details of the screw. All right, folks, so we went ahead and we put it back together, and there's the little box that covers it up, and there's the screw that we were looking at before. And this car is just a couple of clips. There's like 1 clip right here and 1 clip right over here, where you can see where I had to pull this one piece off. The other thing you got to be careful of is you got to see, this is part of the vent system. This is the airflow. The air comes into here, so this has to hook into here, so that way it works okay. So we went ahead and did this, and we started the car, and the fan is working fine, and we'll make a quick video on that. All right, folks, this is the last section of the video. Now we have everything put back together underneath there, and hope you can hear that. We're back in business, baby. So yeah, it was definitely the resistor pack that comes with the blower motor there. So you put it on auto, and usually when you go on auto, it goes pretty high. And now I'm just checking out the different levels. In case you guys don't know how electricity works with resistor packs, it has different resistors that let a certain amount of electricity go through. So when you're at high, it's letting the maximum amount of electricity go through, so the fan is spinning as fast as it can. And then as you go down, it's letting less electricity, so the fan's not spinning as much. So we now have a functioning fan by replacing the resistor pack for the blower motor. Thanks for watching.